Good evening. My name is Chelsea Coleman. This is my persuasive speech. As you've seen previous, that was my 5 audience. I'd like to start off with a poem by Diane Nanden called The Importance of Vaccination. Vaccinate your babies, have no fear or doubt, because saving lives is what vaccination is all about. Immunization is important as it saves millions each year. It keeps diseases at bay so that some do not reappear. Vaccinate your children. You do not have to think twice. If you are in doubt, simply just ask a doctor for advice. Ask your healthcare professionals. Believe me, they know best. They know the timing for each vaccine, so put your worries to rest. You will help eradicate diseases by building your child's immunity, and that prevents outbreaks of many diseases within our community. So do not hesitate. Feel free to learn about the importance of vaccination, for it is the gift of science that has given great protection to our nation. You will help rotavirus, hepatitis, polio, measles, mumps, and rubella. Vaccines prevent the random diseases within a vaccine-based umbrella. Tuberculosis, chickenpox, pertussis, tetanus, and diphtheria. Immunizations can save your children from all sorts of viruses and bacteria. Prevention is better than a cure describes the concept of vaccination best. Why would anyone risk their children being put to an eternal rest? Do it for your child's sake. Prevent diseases that cause death. Prevent your innocent young child from taking his or her final breath. The side effects are very mild, and allergic reactions are extremely rare, and it offers great protection from many deadly diseases in the air. So vaccinate your children for the protection of their own lives, so they do not have to risk becoming victim of the disease's evil knives. As you can see, vaccinations are an important topic in society today about whether children should be vaccinated or not. I'm a nurse and a mother who had to give vaccines to not only children, but adults. I have also received the vaccines, and I have elected myself to give my 8-month-old daughter the vaccines. Children should be vaccinated, and I believe this because it can save your child's life. Time and money for parents and caregivers, and vaccinating this generation of children helps protect our future generations. Let's begin with my first and most obvious argument for vaccinating children. Vaccinating a child can save their life. Children are predisposed to disease by their surroundings. Infants and children who are not vaccinated have a higher chance of getting a preventable disease by being around the public. And according to the CDC, the spread of measles is common among the unvaccinated, and they can easily come into the United States from outside travelers who have the disease. The MMR vaccine is given to prevent measles, mumps, and rubella in children 12 months or older. So this makes children who are younger than 12 months more likely to catch measles from the exposed or the unvaccinated. Vaccines help prevent diseases from being contracted. The DTaP, which is the diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis vaccine, helps protect infants from diseases that could be deadly to them, like pertussis, otherwise known as whooping cough. According to the CBC News article, U.S. whooping cough cases rising at the epidemic rate by Michelle Castillo in 2010, 27,000 cases were reported that resulted in 27 deaths, and 25 of those were infants. With the vaccination, the spread of these diseases greatly declined. So now let us look at a less thought of consequence for vaccinating children. Vaccinations can save parents and guardians, even family members, time as well as money. A child who has not been vaccinated has a higher chance of getting sick or hospitalized. The article Economic Evaluation of the Routine Childhood Immunization Program in the United States from 2009 that can be found in the American Academy of Pediatrics Journal indicates that vaccines prevent around 42,000 early deaths and 20 million cases of diseases, with a net savings of $13.5 billion in direct costs and $68.8 billion in total societal costs. Parents or caregivers will need to leave work to take care of a sick child and will also have medical bills to pay for treatment and hospitalization of a child who has not been vaccinated. If your child is not vaccinated with the vaccines at the appropriate time, schools can also deny your children entrance. The National Conference of State Legislature states all 50 states have legislation requiring specified vaccines for students. Unvaccinated children will not be allowed to attend school, which will cause the parents or caregivers to homeschool the child. Homeschooling requires a lot of time and can cause the parents to miss out on work, which in return causes them to lose money. Finally, we will look at the final and possibly most impactful reason to get vaccinated. By vaccinating this generation of children, future generations will be less likely to contract diseases and possibly not have to worry about some diseases at all. The MMR vaccine has helped in reducing the risk of rubella being spread from the mother to her unborn child and has decreased the birth defects associated with the rubella virus. According to the World Health Organization, or WHO, if a pregnant woman is exposed to rubella virus, she has a 90% chance of passing the virus on to her unborn child. WHO also states that their organizations in the Americas are the first to be declared free of endemic transmission of rubella in 2015. The smallpox vaccine has helped to eradicate smallpox virus that has been rampant among our previous generations. According to the CDC, there's not been a naturally occurring case of smallpox in the United States since 1980. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services states that children today do not receive the smallpox vaccine because the smallpox disease no longer exists. To conclude, let's revisit the reasons I believe children should be vaccinated. Today we have discussed that vaccination can save children's lives, the parents' time and money, and it protects our future generations. And that's why children should be vaccinated. I would like to leave you with an insert that stood out to me during that poem, The Importance of Vaccination, again by Diane Nanden. Prevention is better than a cure describes the concept of vaccination best. Why would anyone risk their children being put to an eternal rest? Do it for your children's sake. Prevent diseases that can cause death. Prevent your innocent young child from taking his or her final breath. Thank you.